My name is Deaconess Elaine Jones, and I am the leader of the Loving Arms Ministry for foster care children here at the Resurrection Center. We initially go by LAM. And the ministry was really birthed because as a CASA, which is a court-appointed special advocate, I wanted to do more for the foster care children other than just going to court to advocate for them at court for their rights in court proceedings. And what LAM does, our mission is to recruit CASAs, which are court-appointed special advocate and family court in the state of Delaware, and also to inspire and find foster care family. LAM addresses a need. There's a need for CASA. There is a need for Christian families that they may experience the love of God.
So tell me a little bit about that. I mean, so the a friend of mine, matter of fact, she actually helped raise me. The family helped raise me. Used to take in foster kids all the time, and I never really understood. Like every time I turned around, they had more kids coming to the house and whatnot, and I would see all the struggles and things like that. Why is that so important? What does the LAM and the CASA, the difference between, I guess, the advocate and the family, and how do they work together, and why should we as believers be the ones that are doing this as opposed to people out in the general public?
That's a good question too, and it's found in this scripture, and it's found in James 1:27, and it says that pure and faultless religion that God our Father accepts is to look after orphans. Foster care children are orphans and widows in their distress, and keep oneself unpolluted by the world. So it's a commandment by God for Christians to do this. And who better could do this, because Christian has the hope of glory, hopefully, inside of them. And they have patience and love. And so that is the difference. So the CASA and the family, they all work together for the good of the children. And you mentioned that you've seen a lot of foster care children coming in and out of foster care homes, and that is true. And it's so sad because many of the foster care children move from home to home, place to place, school to school. That's why it's so important to have a CASA. That CASA becomes stable. They're with the child until either they're reunified with their biological family, adopted, or they age out. So that's a big benefit, to have someone there with you who can mentor you, who understands and really fight for your services and right. And now the Christian foster care family comes and do the great work by actually caring for them and introducing them to God.
How does this program fit into the Cantata and what you guys are doing on the 17th?
LAM is so honored. The Loving Arms Ministry for foster kids is so honored to partner with the Thanksgiving Cantata here. And how we sort of fit in is that November is National Adoption Month. And how wonderful is that? And so now we're able to fit in and bring awareness of the needs of foster care children. It's so many foster care children in the state of Delaware that need to be adopted. And so LAM would get an opportunity to showcase them. It's called the Heart Gallery, and it will show pictures of our foster care children and youth who parental rights have been terminated and they're up for adoption. I spoke about that more people need to get involved. And a couple of things that they can do. They can get involved with LAM. They can contact the Loving Arms Ministry here at the Resurrection Center. We have information sessions, and we have different agencies that come and recruit for CASA and foster care families. In addition, they can get involved if they don't want to be a foster care parent or CASA is so many other ways that they can do. We have a fantastic Christmas drive here for the foster care children during the month of December. And we also do a backpack drive, so we definitely need volunteers and sponsors for that. Another way that they might get in contact and do more is that they can do respite care. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't understand what is respite care. And respite care is that you're actually paid, you receive a stipend to be able to take the foster care child or children into your home for a weekend to give the foster care parents a break. And so it's also a way of getting a little taste to see, is this for me? Or if it's not for you. So you can become a respite to give foster care parents a rest as well. You can also mentor a lot of the foster care youths who have decided to go to college. That's a great opportunity to mentor and to give back. Okay, how you would get in contact with me. My name again is Elaine Jones. I'm a CASA here and the leader of land. You can get in contact with me by calling the office number, which is 302-762-8311. And also you can reach me here at the Resurrection Center. We have a website, www.trclive.org.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, there are so many young people that sometimes we don't see the challenges they're going through. And, you know, the way you just described this, just simply the love of God.
Yes.
And, you know, that being there, part of the scripture and things like that. And it's probably one of those things that we also, what does that mean? And glassed over it and never really looked at the fullness of the, you know, the love of God's hand through taking care of, you know, that. But also, you know, and that something else that I, you know, realize as we've been watching all the tragedies that have been taking place throughout the country, and not all of them are certainly related to children that are in foster care, but all those children have had trauma and have not had anyone to be a support to them in their lives. And so I'm sure what you're doing is changing young men and young women's lives so that they can go on the right path. And so I appreciate you. I appreciate this ministry. Certainly appreciate your pastors for all that, for birthing, allowing you to birth something like this. And you know, again, it's awesome that it's in our community. I think one of the things that we forget sometimes is we look to other people to take care of our children and our issues. So it's awesome to me that you know, you have a movement here that is asking men and women of faith and men to come and be a part of making a difference in people's lives. So thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for what you're doing.